All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to all my beautiful legendary women out there. Y'all already know I'm on the move. I got business to attend to today. All right. Which I do every day. But you know what? I'm getting on the road and getting on the road and getting on the road. But anyway, I hope you all are having an amazing day today. Truly, we know that this is the day that the Lord has made, that we shall choose to rejoice and be glad in it. I hope that you guys, this day is off to a great start. It is Friday, TGIF, okay? It's Friday and we are alive. We got the activities of our limbs. We can get up out the bed without assistance, many of us. And so for that, we are glad. We got places to live, places to stay. But I came on here because I wanted to share this last point for the week, and I wanted to remain consistent in the communication on what I wanted to communicate through, and it sounds like I'm rambling because I'm driving, but what I wanted to communicate through my experience of being an entrepreneur for 3 years, okay? 3 times full time, okay? Because I have not been an entrepreneur for 3 years. I've been an entrepreneur for almost 10 years. And so I'm grateful for that testimony. But today's topic is, listen, dear legendary woman, the only thing that we're quitting is a bad habit. Come on, somebody. Okay? We're not quitting on our businesses. We're not quitting on ourselves. We're not quitting on any of that. We are quitting habits that prevent us from moving forward in the things that God said that we can have. We are quitting, okay? We are going to stop stopping, and we're going to quit quitting. And so one thing I know and I have realized over the course of the time that I have been full-time in my business venture is that when you stop and slow down and pick it back up, you lose something that starts with an M. Okay, it is called momentum. You lose momentum. And I don't know if you've ever seen a train going on at full speed. I don't know if you've ever seen a plane, traveling at full speed. I don't know if you've ever seen a roller coaster traveling at full speed. But one thing you know is that it's going to take a lot to stop it, but it's going to take a lot to get it back going. Okay. You can't just take off from the ground when you're an airplane, okay? The airplane has to build up momentum so that it can take off and take flight. And it's the same thing with your business. You can't be in it one day and out of it the next day. See, that's going to be challenging for you, challenging for the people that you're called to help, that you're called to assist, right? And so we know, that God has called us to do some amazing things in life, period. But listen, you can't put that thing down though. Unless God is telling you, hey, I need you to sup with me for a while. I need you to fast for a while. I need you to do this for a while. That's a little bit different, right? And he may even give you permission to communicate that to the people. But when you have a business, can you imagine McDonald's shutting down and quitting because, 5 people, their goal was 50 people served, in this one day, which I know they serve thousands of people. Okay. But this is just for an example. If they had a goal to serve 50 people, but only 45 people came in, so they decided to shut their doors and go back to the drawing board, the devil is a lie. We can't be out here like that. We cannot be out here like that. We got to continue to go. We got to continue to move. We got to continue to make the adjustments. Oh God, I just rolled over something hard. Jesus, help us today. We have to make adjustments in business. And so we have habits. There are things that we might be doing as individuals, that is preventing our businesses from moving forward. There may be some things that we are doing in ministry that's preventing our ministry to move forward. There may be some things that we're doing in marriage that's preventing our marriages from moving forward. So we got to remember that there are some things that we might have to quit, but it's not necessarily that you're supposed to be quitting the thing. You're not supposed to be quitting the major thing. And by that, I'm saying the marriage. By that, I'm saying the business. By that, I'm saying the ministry. Because listen, if I know anything about life, if you know anything about life, you know that it's filled with twists and turns. There's going to be some good days. There's going to be some bad days. There's going to be some indecisive days. There's going to be some days that, heck, you don't know what you're doing, where you're going, what your name is. You're going to be sad. You're going to be happy. You're going to be excited. You're going to be unmotivated. You're going to be discouraged. You're going to be stressed out. You may even be depressed a little bit. So there's some things that's going to happen in the course of business. That is business, baby. Do you hear me? That's life, okay? That is ministry. That is marriage. You know, we are always going to go through challenges, but it's about how do you come through the challenges. See, there's a lot of people out there that are quitting. They quitting everything. They stop doing everything that they start. Why? Because it doesn't look like what they thought it was going to be. Or they realize, man, this is really hard. And one thing I know about entrepreneurship, it is not for the weak at all. People may make it look easy, but it ain't nothing easy about telling yourself what to do, telling yourself to get better, and also having to do the work to get better. It is not an easy task, right? Because we, as a people, for the most part, we have grown up being told what to do. I don't care who you are, where you come from. At some point, somebody told you, hey, put your socks on, tie your shoes, wipe your face. Hey, pull your pants up. You don't want to walk out like that. Hey, you need to be over here at this time. You got to be over here at that time. But when you are an entrepreneur, baby, listen, you better be, you're going to be dependent on God, okay? Period. Now, you may have some people in your circle or people that you know that are doing similar businesses or that are in business. But guess what? Can nobody tell you exactly what to do in your business but God? There's nobody else. Who else knows you better? Who knows the purpose of your business better than God does? Nobody. You can get a coach. You can hire me, but I can't give you everything. Some things belong to God. You got to get from God himself. You got to get it out of his hand. So when I'm talking about quitting, we only want to quit bad habits. We only want to quit those things that's not going to take us to the next level. We only want to quit those things that's going to hinder us and hold us back from doing the purpose, the passion, okay, the mission that God gave us. If you think that I have been a full-time entrepreneur and that I have not wanted to quit, you will be a lie. Okay? I think that entrepreneurs probably feel like quitting more than the average person. Because one thing about it is that you're realizing some things that you're good at and some things that you ain't so good at. And you don't like that. You don't like not knowing what to do. Some people are okay with that, but some people, such as myself, are not okay with that. I'm not okay with not knowing what to do. So therefore, I need to find out what to do. But we don't want to allow something like that to paralyze us from moving forward. See, that's why I admire entrepreneurs, because we put it out there. We can care less about what people say. Now, if you gonna come and support the business, great. If you don't, great. I'll find somebody else to support. You know, that's an entrepreneurial spirit. If this don't work, okay, let me go ahead and quit this program and start me another one because this ain't working. But I would also encourage you, hey, listen, don't quit too soon now, because you have to at least see if it works. And you have to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. You can't just be out here quitting. So that's all I got for you today, legendary woman. I'm on my way to pick up my girl. We headed where we headed, okay? And we'll be back. But I am so grateful for this day. I'm grateful for you guys tuning in. I know that if you are even thinking about entrepreneurship, listen, make sure that you got a plan and a strategy. You know, don't be out here quitting your job and you don't know what you're doing or how to make money or how to, you know, get customers and clients. That's foolishness. We can't be out here like that. It just doesn't make sense. Now, if God is calling you to do that, hey, who am I to judge, right? But as a coach, I'm telling you, you got to know what you're doing. You want to have a strategy. And I believe that God is still giving strategies. I believe that God is still speaking to his people. And so that's all I got for y'all today. So I hope y'all have an amazing day. Go back and watch the replay of this live. Watch the other replays. And I will see you again next week. I will go live again next week. I don't know what the topic will be, but I will be depending on God for that topic. Amen. All right, y'all. Have an amazing day and take care. Bye.